if there is a conspiracy, what are the prescriptions? Where are the prescriptions? So there was one Mr. V.T. Rajsekhar Shetty. He's again, he's live, he's alive, but he in the, means if you go 3 decades back, he was a big name, champion of Dalit rights, and he wrote volumes. So how you should combat Brahminism, how you should not follow the national boundaries, why conversion is very compulsory, why you should not remain Hindu, why beef eating is compulsory. And once Mr. V.T. Rajsekhar Shetty, he went on to meet Mr. Vindrawalan, the Khalistani, the terrorist. He met him and he suggested him that Mr. Vindrawalan, your war is not against the Indian state, but it is against Brahminism. So what you must do, that you must appeal your Sikh followers to start beef eating. Because in your holy scriptures, there is nowhere prohibited that there should be no beef eating. So what Bindrawalan did, that he just smashed him, and Mr. V.T. Rajsekhar Shetty was very angry that Bindrawalan didn't pay attention to his words, and that's why, according to V.T. Rajsekhar Shetty, Bindrawalan failed. And Shetty was, one of the first champions in the recent past, one of the prominent leaders in the recent past, who blasted for the Dalit Muslim Alliance. That alliance you can see in the CA protest, in the farmer protest. You can see Muslims, they are running langars for the farmers, and Sikhs, they are running langars for the Rohingyas. So the idea that was derived, or that was, that came from Mr. V.T. Rajsekhar Shetty. And it was basically the Muslim League's old formula, that the Dalit community that must be come in alliance with the Muslim. And later on, what happened with Mr. Joginder Nath Mandal, that is a history. And what happens to that experiment, and what cost the Dalit had to pay for that experiment, that is a history again. Shetty wrote so many books and booklets. So what he says, that beef eating, why I'm saying beef eating? Because in every 1 year or two, beef eating is a subject which is discussed largely in the media, in the social media, and it is a matter of debate. So where that debate of beef eating came from, and what are the real outcomes of that beef eating debate? So what Mr. Shetty said, that beef eating is a deadly weapon that can inflict a fatal blow to Brahminism. And every Dalit and critic of Brahminism must proudly announce that he is a beef eater. And by doing this, the central nerve of Brahminism will break down if everybody starts eating beef. There is one more book, 91-pager book, that India's Muslim Problem. So, in India's Muslim Problem, there is a published, agenda, which is called Dalit Agenda for 1991 Mumbai Simi Conference. Means that, again, that banned Simi terrorist organizations. So, Shetty wrote a Dalit Agenda for the 1991 Mumbai Simi Conference. So, what he has written in that Simi Conference, or what he has prescribed in that Simi Conference, that is relevant if you want to analyze the incidents today. So he has written that all the 85% Dalits, Christians, Muslims, Sikhs, minorities, OBCs, they form 85% of the Indian population. And what they must do, that they must come together to combat Brahminism, to combat the 15%. And who will be the leader of that 85%? So it is very interesting that Mr. Sethi prescribes that the leadership of this 85% should be in the hands of Muslims. He has written this in the Dalit agenda for 1991 Mumbai Simi conference, that Muslims should assume leadership of this 85%, and this 85% should attack the 15%. Why Muslims should be the leader? So he says that there is one term, Hakukul Ibad in Islam. So according to Hakukul Ibad, these 85% are blood brothers of Muslims, and the Muslims have the capacity to answer that 85% in the style of Ahmad Shah Abdali. He has mentioned the word Ahmad Shah Abdali. So there are things you need to do grave digging. You need to, get the references from the past if you want to understand the present.